Am I in the air?
Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews. You come here every week to get caught up with it all. It is season 29, episode 14, and tonight's show is titled Going Nuts. We're going to be breaking down the news from December the 4th through today, December the 10th. So strap on in. Let's get her going. Got a couple movies to talk about, a couple TV shows to talk about. Then, of course, we'll get into the news of the week. Starting things off on the movie side, I did head to the movie theater last weekend, and I checked out Werewolves. Now, I bet probably 85% of you are sitting there going, Werewolves? The fuck is he talking about? Because you probably didn't see a trailer for this. You probably didn't see any marketing for this. And you're probably confused. What the hell movie is this? And maybe if you saw the box office, it was not in the top 10 either. So, what is this mysterious movie? Well, Werewolves is a horror action thriller that stars Frank Grillo. And you know Frank, man, this is Crossbones in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is Rick Flag's daddy over on Creature Commandos. He's going to be in the new Superman movie. You know Frank Grillo, man. He pops up a lot in a lot of things. But this one here, you know, when I first saw the trailer, and I've only seen the trailer one time. I saw it when Terrifier 3 came out. And that was the only reason I even knew about this movie. Never saw a trailer ever again. Never saw a single TV ad or anything for this movie. So no shocker here where it debuted on the box office. But when I did see the trailer, I was like, you know what? That looks really cheesy as hell, but it looks like it could be a lot of fun. And guys, it is a lot of fun. Let me tell you about werewolves. A year after a supermoon's light activated a dormant gene, transforming humans into bloodthirsty werewolves and causing nearly 1 billion deaths, the nightmare resurfaces as the supermoon rises again. Two scientists attempt to stop the mutation, but fail, leaving those exposed to the moonlight to once again become feral werewolves. Chaos engulfs the streets as the scientists struggle to reach one of their family's homes, now under siege by the savage creatures. Guys, this movie is straight up out of the 80s. This is going to be a classic creature feature, horror flick here with practical effects. The wolves look awesome. There's some great gore. There's some really good action. But this is a B movie, guys. This is a B movie. This is a movie that you would find on the direct to DVD shelf over at Walmart. And, you know, it shocks me. It shocks me that it got a theatrical release. But you know what? It makes me happy that a movie like this can still find theatrical distribution and give people something different to watch out in the movie theater. If you go into this movie with the right headspace, that this is a throwback, cheesy horror movie that's kind of reminiscent of just those old school 80s and 90s horror films, a lot that were straight to VHS, straight to DVD. I think you're going to have a good time with this one here. Like I said, the practical effects are great. The wolves look awesome. The gore is cool. This basically, think of this movie like The Purge. It's one night, right, out of the year. But instead of people going around just committing murder, it's werewolves running around. And you're just trying to survive the night. It is The Purge, man, but done in a horror style. And that's what's funny with having Frank Grillo back, because he was in a Purge, Purge Anarchy, I believe, and he was great in that. and he's really good here too. I don't know if I believe him as the scientist they set him out to be, but he does a great job here, man. He's an action junkie, and he's really, really good in this. And like I said, man, if you go in with the right headspace, you don't expect too much. You just want to go in with low expectations and just say, hey, I want to have a good time, eat my popcorn, drink my soda. I think you're going to enjoy this, man. Unlike my boy Friggins, who takes movies way too seriously, and if you're not an Oscar contender, he wants nothing to do with you. But guys, there's a lot of other movies out there, and we just want to have some fun, and that's where Werewolves comes into play. So I'm going to give Werewolves 3 out of 5 stars. I think it's fun. If you can't see it in the theater, that's okay. When it hits streaming, kick back at home, man. Like I said, get some snacks, get your soda, and sit back and get ready to have fun with some werewolves. All right, my second movie here, I actually just watched earlier tonight, and this one's over on the streaming side. It's called Nutcrackers, and this is a holiday movie that stars Ben Stiller. Linda Cardellini is in this as well. But basically, um, you know, Ben Stiller plays this guy Mike, and just as Mike is on the heels of closing the biggest deal of his career, he's pulled away from his bachelor life in the big city to farm in rural Ohio, um, in order to help his recently orphaned nephews find a new home. So yeah, so his sister ends up getting in an accident and passes away. She has 4 young boys, and they don't have anyone to foster them, no one to watch them. So they call Ben Stiller to go because he's the closest family. He goes to watch them. You've seen movies like this before, of course. He shows up. He's the big city guy. They're on a farm. They're rugrat kind of kids. He doesn't want nothing to do with them. He's trying to find them a home. And I bet you can guess what's going to happen by the end of this movie. Um, I had hopes for this one. I wasn't really thrilled with the trailer, but I said I love Ben Stiller. I actually saw a couple other reviews say it's a really sweet movie and was better than the trailer lets it out to be. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot, right? I didn't like it. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. It was really, really boring. It goes on too long. It's an hour and 45. This movie definitely did not need to be longer than 90 minutes. It's directed by David Gordon Green, great director, really great cast, but just couldn't get into this one, man. This one really dragged for me. Um, and you've seen this story play out a million times over. I thought the kids were annoying. They weren't great actors. Um, I almost needed to have the subtitles on to even understand what most of them were saying. And the movie's just sluggish, and it wasn't very funny at all. So it just didn't hit for me. But thank God it was on Hulu. It's a Hulu streaming exclusive, so I didn't waste no money on it. So if you would like to check out Nutcrackers, you could check it out over on Hulu. But for me, um, honestly, I'm gonna give it 1 star. I just did not like this one at all. So sorry guys, Nutcrackers gets the dreaded 1 out of 5 stars. All right, I'm gonna switch on over to the TV side, and the new show of the week was Creature Commandos. Man, I've been so on the fence with this one, right? Because number one, I was on the fence because it looks stupid. Number two, I was intrigued because it's James Gunn. I was intrigued because this is part of the new DC universe. This is actually the kickoff, the unofficial kickoff of the DC universe, in animated form. Of course, Superman is the big theatrical kickoff to the DCU, but Creature Commandos is the small screen animated kickoff to the universe of the DCU, right? Um, and so that intrigued me because I got to see what's going on, right? But then, I saw the trailer and I'm just like, okay, this is Suicide Squad, but with monsters. And that's really exactly the way they set this thing up right from the get go, right? It's, you got Frank Grillo's character, Rick Flag Sr. He's talking to Viola Davis's Amanda Waller, and she's basically like, "Oh, we don't have a Task Force X anymore, but now we got a Task Force M, as in monster." Ha ha ha. And we got the Bride, GI Robot, Weasel, Dr. Phosphorus, the what is it? Um, Frankenstein, and we got just all these weird characters, right? Um, I don't even know, man. I just I was extremely disappointed in this, and I feel like I'm just gonna be that odd guy out, right? Because I've seen the Rotten Tomatoes, the thing's in the 90%. Everybody that's watching it is like, "Oh, it's so great," and everybody's eating it up. I don't know if it's a cartoon thing for me, because again, if you've been listening to me for any amount of time, I don't care for animated stuff. I tried though, man, because they're only like 20 something minutes. They're R rated, right? There's some sex stuff in this. I mean, it's adult. And I was like, okay, man, if they can win me over with something, it's going to be this. And I just, again, just found it to be boring and just I couldn't get into it, and I'll tell you, I actually watched these episodes 2 times. I watched them the night they came out, but I watched them really late, and I was very tired, and I said, "You know what? I don't think my headspace was there, so let me try watching it again, not so tired." And I watched it a couple days later, and I felt the exact same way. I would just blah. I just could not get into this, man. And the funny thing is, with James Gunn resetting this DCU and starting everything all fresh, he's come on record saying basically like, hey, if we address anything from the DCEU, then it's now canon in the new DCU. And it's funny because in Creature Commandos, they basically reference, the Suicide Squad and, Peacemaker. And, so the things James Gunn basically had his hands in before are going to be canon to the new DCU while everything else gets scrapped. So, how fair? I will continue to watch the show. I'm not going to give up. Especially as a DC fan, I got to see how the show plays out and see what else they give us, since it's going to be all part of the big overall universe. But as a kickoff, they dropped 2 episodes, and I was just very blah on both episodes. It just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. But Creature Commandos is now streaming on Max, and you can check out new episodes every week. Let's see here. And then couple quick notes here. I did check out another comedy sitcom, Happy's Place. This is Reba McEntire's new comedy. It's just on NBC and Peacock. She owns a bar and then finds out she has a sister from her dad had an affair and had another kid. So she's got this half sister, and they both have to share rights to the bar. And it's a very silly sitcom comedy, right? It's a 30-minute old school kind of comedy. But I like comedies, man. I like to laugh. Do I love this show? Not really, but it's doing very well. Got picked up for a full season, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And if you're a Reba fan, I think you'll really like it. So check out Happy's Place over on Peacock and NBC. And lastly, had some fun checking out the new Pop Culture Jeopardy. Jeopardy is not usually my thing, but a Pop Culture Jeopardy, oh man, this was right up my alley. Talking about movies and music and everything pop culture, man. TikTok, social media. This is the kind of Jeopardy that I live for, and it was a lot of fun. So this is actually on Prime Video. It's hosted by Colin Jost from SNL, and I loved it. So new episodes drop every week. So check it out. First 3 episodes dropped last week. Next 3 dropped this week, and it was a ton of fun. So check out Pop Culture Jeopardy over on Prime Video. So that's what I got for you guys. In theaters, Werewolves, 3 out of 5 stars. Nutcrackers, streaming over on Hulu, 1 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, Creature Commandos. I'm going to put the thumb kind of in the middle right now. It's not up, it's not down, it's in the middle. Creature Commandos, though, over on Max. Pop Culture Jeopardy over on Prime Video. And Happy's Place over on NBC and Peacock. All right, let's get on over to the box office. Coming in, and this is where Werewolves, man. Werewolves was number 11, by the way. Didn't even crack the top 10. And I said to my friend, my buddy Kiki Pat, we went to see this, and he was joking, like, oh man, I wish this was an IMAX. And I was like, IMAX, man, this movie's not even going to be in the top 10 when the box office comes out. And sure enough, I was right. I knew it was going to bomb, man. And it's unfortunate, man. People need to support movies like this. But Werewolves comes in at number 11 with $1 million. Number 10 is The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Number 9 is another debut. It's Y2K. That's another movie that looks like straight to video, straight to streaming. So only made 2 mil. I'll check that one out when it hits the home. Number 8 for King and Country, A Drummer Boy Christmas. Number 7, Solo Leveling, Awakening. Number 6, Interstellar's re-release. Number 5, Red One, which, by the way, hits Prime Video on Thursday. So if you missed Red One in the theaters, I saw it twice. New Christmas classic right there. So, but if you missed it in theaters, Prime Video is dropping it early, so you get your Christmas on there. So Red One hitting Prime Video this Thursday, the 12th, December 12th. Number 4 is Pushpa, The Rule Part 2. Number 3, Gladiator 2. Number 2, Wicked, and number 1, again, Moana 2, still kicking ass over there. And if you want to watch a real funny clip, Paul Mescal from Gladiator 2 was the host on SNL this past weekend, and they did a sketch where Gladiator 2 was a musical to compete with Wicked, and it was hilarious. So definitely check that out if you get a chance over on the SNL channel on social media, because it is so funny. I loved it. And by the way, Venom: The Last Dance has just hit premium VOD as of today, so you can rent or own it as of today. There you go, at home. So that's your box office right there. Now let's get into our news of the week. Uh, Forgive me if I mess up this name. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but it looks like Papa Isidu. He is in talks to play Professor Severus Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter series over on HBO. So he's in negotiations there, and it looks like they're closing in on that. We have the secret level trailer that previews Pac-Man. Remember, this is the new series that's premiering on Prime Video starting on December 10th, which is today. So check that out over on Prime Video. Rivals has been renewed for season 2 over on Disney Plus. Walton Goggins has shared that Fallout Season 2 has started filming. Very excited about that. We have your first look at Jenna Ortega in Wednesday Season 2. It's coming sometime to Netflix in 2025. Jack Ryan movie with John Krasinski has added Sienna Miller to the cast. The Agency has already been renewed for a season 2 after the series debuts to record numbers over on Showtime. So that's awesome there. I can't wait to watch The Agency. It's actually on my queue. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but that's definitely something I'll be checking out. So glad to see it's already renewed for season 2. Alexandra Daddario protects her parents and her family in Mayfair Witches season 2 teaser trailer, so check that out. Sam Rockwell and Ben Schwartz are going to star in a new comedy movie directed by Lonely Island's Jorma Taccone. I love it. That's a great one there. Die Hard Season 3 has gotten a new trailer. J.K. Simmons and Catherine Hahn have joined the cast of the Roku channel show. I am so shocked by this, that Die Hard is still going. I like this show, but man, I did not know it got renewed for season 3, and how do they keep getting these stars to do this show is my question. Die Hard was originally a show for Quibi. Quibi was the short-lived streamer that happened back during like COVID days, where they were like 10-minute episodes every day. They drop a new 10-minute episode and you'd put it together to be like one movie length season. After Quibi shut down, Roku bought all the Quibi shows, and Die Hard was one that got picked up for a second season. Cool. They added John Cena. It was a fun little season. And I thought the show was done. And then all of a sudden, this trailer drops and they're doing more. I can't believe this show is still trucking along. Good on Kevin Hart. And then adding J.K. Simmons and Catherine Hahn. Come on, man. That's pretty awesome right there. So Die Hard, Heart to Kill season 3. Check out that trailer. Daredevil Born Again, we found out that there is a 5-year time skip on the MCU series. So this is 5 years later after the Netflix show ended. John Cena and Eric Andre are set to lead a new comedy movie called Little Brother over on Netflix. The National Board of Review has named Wicked as the best film of 2024. HBO, their normal HBO channels are actually coming to the Max platform. So if you just have Max, but you want to actually stream HBO like you used to do back in the day with cable, you'll be able to do that on the Max app. Sam Richardson is joining John Cena in the Matchbox movie. That's, of course, the one based on the Mattel car toy line. So I love Sam Richardson, so that's a great addition there. CBS's Papa's House is about to become even more of a Wayans family affair, as Sean Wayans is going to guest role in an upcoming episode. Severance executive producer hints that things will get darker for Mark and Company in season 2. Fallout is dire, so we're getting ready. Remember, season 2 comes out next month on Apple TV Plus. We got an article up with the Superman and Lois executive producers revealing what and who fans would have seen in future seasons if the show had have continued. Euphoria season 3 is now looking to come out in 2026. It was supposed to be 2025, but of course everybody's busy and they keep pushing this thing back. So 2026 premiere now, and the article talks about everything that we know so far. So keep an eye on that. Shogun has led the 2025 Critics' Choice Award nominations. We got the full listing here. First poster for Prime Video's Wheel of Time Season 3, along with the first trailer for Wheel of Time Season 3, so check that out. Taylor Kitsch and Betty Gilpin star in the official trailer for American Primeval. This is Peter Berg's new limited series that comes out January 9th over on Netflix. It is official, the Scrubs revival. They've been teasing it for a while, but Bill Lawrence says it is done. They're moving forward. Bill Lawrence is officially developing the Scrubs revival. That's right. So that'll be pretty cool, man. I know a lot of people just love that show to death. And it'd be good to see what they could do with it, bringing it back. So why not? Colin Firth stars in the official trailer for Lockerbie, The Search for Truth. It's a new limited series that streams starting on January 2nd over on Peacock. We have the first poster for Invincible Season 3. This premieres February 6th on Prime Video. Got the first poster for Ballerina as well with Anna de Armas. Of course, this is the John Wick spinoff. Love this poster and super sexy. All new trailer for Doctor Who's Christmas special, Joy to the World, starts streaming on Christmas Day, December 25th, over on Disney Plus. Wands Are Ready. The upcoming HBO original series Harry Potter will begin filming at Warner Brothers Studios Leavesden, with production beginning in summer of 2025. And of course, it'll be coming to Max. So getting ready, man. It's becoming real for all you Potterheads. They're going to start filming there. Elizabeth Olsen has joined Julia Roberts and Sam Esmail's Panic Carefully over at Warner Brothers. We have the Severance Season 2 trailer, once again, January 17th on Apple TV Plus. Check out the new trailer. It looks really good. We also have the first trailer for The Gorge. I'm super excited for this movie. Miles Teller, Anna Taylor-Joy. This is directed by Scott Derrickson, who did Black Phone. He did the first Doctor Strange movie. He's got a great eye for things. I love this here, man. Basically, you've got this big gorge that there's creatures in, and they're trying to get out, and it's the job of Miles Teller and Anna Taylor-Joy to keep the monsters in the gorge. And of course, it ain't going to be that simple. But this is coming February 14th to Apple TV Plus. It looks awesome. Check out the trailer for The Gorge. Speak No Evil is now available to stream over on Peacock. I love this movie. One of the best films of the year. James McAvoy, so good. Check out Speak No Evil on Peacock. We have your first poster for 28 Years Later, starring Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ralph Fiennes, and Cillian Murphy. Danny Boyle's new movie is scheduled to release in theaters on June 20th, so check out that poster. Tiona Paris, who plays heroine Monica Rambeau in Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Marvels there. She has joined John Cena in the Matchbox movie, the live-action take on the classic car toy line. We have the first teaser trailer for Yellow Jacket Season 3. This one, of course, hitting Paramount Plus on February 14th. We also have the first teaser for Reacher Season 3, premiering on February 20th over on Prime Video. I love me Reacher, man. Reacher is one of my favorite shows, and glad to see the Season 3 is coming back in just a couple months, man. I am ready. We got your character posters for Carry On. This is the new movie with Taron Egerton and Jason Bateman. This actually hits Netflix on Friday. I'm so ready for that one. We have a extended look at Ballerina. It's not really a trailer, it's more of a making of, but it tells a lot about the story, and it does show a lot of footage. So check out the extended first look at Ballerina. The John Wick spinoff hits theaters on June 6, 2025. We also have the new poster for Dexter Original Sin. Patrick Gibson is in the poster. I love this poster, man. So this actually starts streaming on Friday. Are you guys ready? Friday the 13th, man. Paramount Plus, get ready for Dexter Original Sin. I am more than ready. I cannot wait for this show. Um, don't forget that What If from Marvel season 3 premieres December 22nd on Disney Plus. We have the season 3 trailer for Invincible. You can check out his new blue suit. And of course, remember again, February 6th over on Prime Video. So check out the trailer and the new blue suit there. Wheel of Time season 3 premieres March 13th on Prime Video. Again, check out the new trailer we have posted up. Um, let's see. Max has announced a TCM hub expansion with over 100 new movies added over there. Conclave, that new movie, is getting a Peacock release date on December 13th. So there you go again. You'll be able to watch that starting on Friday. Bobby Fairley is set to helm a new road trip comedy, Driver's Ed from Outer Banks creator. Joker Folie à Deux will start streaming on Max Friday as well, December the 13th. So lots of stuff coming to streaming. Check that out. Anne Hathaway set to star in a new AI thriller that'll be directed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Rogue Heroes Season 2 trailer has dropped for the MGM Plus action series. A second Rookie spinoff is in early development over on ABC. Lanterns will be a grounded story that does take place on Earth. Um, Emily Blunt praises Dwayne The Rock Johnson in The Smashing Machine. She says he goes completely unrecognizable and he's so good in this movie. Again, this movie comes out in 2025, and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. 1923 season 2 teaser trailer is dropped. Harrison Ford is back. Yellowstone prequel debuts February 23rd of next year. We have your best streaming deals for December. So check that out if you're looking to get any new streamers. We have the first trailer for Star Trek Section 31, Michelle Yeoh's movie here. So check that out. One Chicago, that's right, confirms the first 3-show crossover event in over 5 years. So they're doing another one. Get ready, guys. Scrubs creator Bill Lawrence defends the revival. He's encouraging skeptical fans to just get on board. He says, give us a shot. We're making sure to do you proud. So I love the commitment there. Cross over on Prime Video is the number 3 series launch ever with over 40 million global viewers to date. I'm trying with Cross, man. This show is rough for me. I've watched the first 2 episodes and I am just not getting into it. It is so sluggish and boring. And I want to like it because I love Aldous Hodge. I love serial killers. I love mysteries. The show is right up my alley and I love the trailer, but these first couple episodes have been rough. So we'll see if it gets better, man. I'm not giving up, but man, it's making it hard. It's making it hard. Like Water for Chocolate has been renewed for a second and final season. Melissa Benoist and Chris Wood are set to star in a new NBC music drama called Duo. Over on Ghost, they have cast Alexander Hamilton. That's right, Nat Faxon has been cast as the founding father. Julie Bowen is set to headline and executive produce a food magazine comedy in development over at NBC. Um, let's see here. Da, 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 da. Wicked is currently stands as 2024's fourth biggest domestic release behind Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Despicable Me 4. So in good company there, man. Good on Wicked, just blowing up that box office. But so is Moana, man. Moana has already crossed $600 million in just 2 weeks. The first Moana movie made like 645 in its entire theatrical run. Moana's going to be there in 2.5 weeks. That is insane. So congratulations there for Moana. Um, let's see here. What else we got? I'm just giving some this box office stuff that we've already talked about. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, is also now streaming on Max, so definitely check out that documentary there. In big news, we knew it was probably coming, but it's now official. Chris Evans returning to the MCU in Avengers Doomsday. We do not know his role. They are being very about that. Will he be old man Steve Rogers? Will he be the Steve Rogers that went back in time and stayed with Peggy and they're going to go pluck him out? Or will he just be a multiverse Steve Rogers that's actually evil? Can he be the Hydra Captain America from another universe? You know what I mean? Like if Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, could Chris Evans be a villain from Doctor Doom's world? Who knows what they're gonna do, man? But he is coming back for the movie, and that's all that matters, man. That's pretty awesome there. Jeremy Allen White is going to have a voice role in The Mandalorian and Grogu. That's right, he will voice Jabba the Hutt's son, Rada the Hutt, in the upcoming Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. So pretty cool there for him getting that voice role. All right, the next Evil Dead movie is moving forward. Evil Dead Burn. They will release in theaters in 2026. The next installment will be directed by Sebastian Van Sick. Um, yeah, man, I'm ready for some more Evil Dead. Why not? I also am ready for some more Final Destination. Final Destination Bloodlines will release in theaters on May 16th of next year. I'm excited for that, man. We got another sneak peek of Dexter Original Sin. So, again, check that out. Start streaming on December 13th. We have your full list of the Golden Globe nominations. Lots of good stuff this year. The movie Famous has cast Bill Pullman and Daniel Zovato. That's the Zac Efron led A24 thriller. Like I said, Red One hits Prime Video this Thursday on December the 12th. So if you haven't seen that yet, definitely check that out. Linda Cardellini has boarded HBO's new show DTF St. Louis. Let's see here. Blake Lively's It Ends With Us is now streaming over on Netflix. So a lot more streaming news. Animal Friends will release on October 10th, 2025, described as a live action CGI hybrid R rated road trip adventure that stars Ryan Reynolds, Jason Momoa, Vince Vaughn, Aubrey Plaza, and Addison Rae. So there you go. We got another crazy poster for 28 years later. And then on top of that, just dropped this morning the first trailer. That's right. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland reunite for 28 years later, hitting theaters on June 6th. 2025. In some news that I never thought I'd see, a new Meet the Parents movie is in the works. That's right. Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller, Terry Polo, Blythe Danner are all in talks to return for a new Meet the Parents movie. Hey man, I love this series. Even though they kind of gradually got worse, they were still all very, very funny. So at this point, Ben Stiller's kids can be grown up. Um, and yeah, man, we had meet the little, or what it was the last one, little fuckers, right? So now we can have big fuckers and see how it goes with them maybe becoming grandparents or something. But there's lots of cool stuff they could do with it, and I'm excited, man. That's fun. A couple years ago, we found out that Warhammer, they were trying to make a show or a movie out of it. Henry Cavill was spearheading the charge on that one. And then after all the news broke, it kind of went mum. Like we didn't really hear anything about it. But then today, it was confirmed that a live action series based on Warhammer is officially in development over at Prime Video. And yes, Henry Cavill is set to star and executive produce. So pretty cool there. You're going to get your Warhammer live action series. We have the new trailer for Castlevania Nocturne Season 2. This starts streaming on Netflix on January 16th. We have the new trailer for The Brutalist, which hits theaters on December 20th. Maxine's T.I. West, T. West, who did, of course, that whole X series. He's going to direct Bloodlust, which is a new Amazon Prime Video series that's been created by singer Halsey. So very interesting there. We have the trailer for Fast Friends, which is Max's new release. That'll be a game show based on the show Friends. So this looks like it could be a lot of fun. I think it's just a little 4-part series. Steven Soderbergh has a new comedy called The Christophers, and the cast has just added Ian McKellen and James Corden. So nice additions there. Suits LA has cast Maggie Grace. Haven't seen her in a while, so nice. We have the trailer for Old Guy, which stars Christoph Waltz. The Residence. This is Shonda Rhimes' new Netflix murder mystery, and it hits Netflix on March 20th. Craven the Hunter will be Sony's Spider-Man universe's last movie for now. That's right. So yes, basically, Sony, outside of Spider-Man, has tried to make this other universe, right? They started with Venom, and Venom was very successful, and they just went kind of crazy, and they said, let's do Morbius, and that didn't do good. And they want to do Madam Web, and that didn't do good. And Craven, I think, looks really good, but Craven is not tracking very well because people have kind of given up on this universe. So Sony has decided they're going to stop trying to make these movies a thing. They're going to focus on Spider-Man. They're going to focus on the Spider-Verse movies, the animated ones. They're going to focus on Spider-Man Noir, which is going to be a new series with Nicolas Cage. And they're going to stop trying to do all these spin-offs. So Craven will be the last one in the Sony world for now. They might go back to it down the road, but at this point, they're putting a stop on all other projects. So yeah, so there you go. And on that note, I will be, that's the end of our news, but I will be going to see Craven this weekend. I'm excited. I have hopes for the movie. I think it'll be pretty good. It's R-rated. Give me some hardcore action. We'll see how it goes, man, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. But that's our news of the week. Thank you guys for joining me as we hit that kind of 35-minute mark. Hope we got you all caught up. Make sure you spread the love of the show. Referrals are always greatly appreciated. Let everybody know who loves entertainment news to come check out Am I on the Air. It's amiontheair.com. It's got everything you need. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter and Threads and all your social medias. It's simply Am I on the Air. You can check me out at DXDonMega. We're on all the social medias, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the YouTubes. We're on everything. Just search Am I on the Air and you'll give us a find. Make sure you subscribe to the show, leave a review, leave 5 stars, leave a thumbs up. It only takes a second, man. Spread the love. But please, Apple Podcast, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts, we're there for you. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. They're always streaming us on demand on their networks every single week. So make sure you give them a follow at Red Dragons Radio and Pop Culture _Pros. That'll do it for me on this Tuesday, December the 10th. Hope you all have an amazing week. Like I said, I'll check out Craven and we'll see what else we can check out before next week's show. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace. Red Dragon!